A few days ago, I wrote a draft of the new material for my second Eve. I promised myself that I would start filming it soon on the account of the past inconveniences that I had encountered during the making of my first Eve. But then I stumbled upon one video from a YouTube account called Roughest Drafts, which elaborates on Megan Fox's poetry book. It was originally my plan to start to film myself reading my Eve in front of the camera due to the fact that I somewhat loathe the process of putting together some type of attractive visual movements to the video, which I never knew I would encounter during my first time editing a video without readily usable footage. Therefore, I had set myself firm in my decision to do something a lot easier and apparently more popular format in the market as well, which is to just try to take some sort of footage of myself which will relate to what I'm going to read in my monologue. An example, if I talk about mornings, then I will shoot a sunrise and myself drinking hot beverage while looking a little disheveled from the lack of self-preparation and showering, and etc. etc. But then, for some reason, I also find this filming yourself intentionally doing random things to be a little bit narcissistic and also ridiculous. And maybe I'm just lazy or shy. In the end, I found myself hating the previous draft which I had written. It was about the constantly emerging self-doubt after my first Eve, and I was unable to bring myself to film myself. Before I met this Roughest Drafts YouTube account, I was absolutely convinced that I was just being lazy by not wanting to film myself. But when I found him, I am now able to rethink my previous thoughts of just being lazy. I'm starting to think that maybe what I want to do is just to not film myself at the moment. At this moment. And that maybe I'm just not ready yet to go beyond showcasing my voice and my thoughts. Originally, my first reference was a YouTube channel called Think Before You Sleep, which I admittedly enjoyed watching for a bit before I find the content a bit too extreme for my tastes. Mr. Roughest Drafts, however, was pleasantly surprising me with his content on Megan Fox and Rupi Kaur. And because of him, I decided to try to give this format another go. And that's it for today. I will now end this video on this conclusion. Although you can technically not call this an essay, I have yet to come up with a name for this kind of technical video making talk. So we are not going to call this my second Eve, and instead we are going to call this type of content an Aufklärung, an enlightenment reports. That's it for today. I will see you later with my second, preferably better Eve. Okay, see you. Tschüss.